New age and ambient station, The Journey, that's hosted by a computer in Grand Theft Auto 4.
People are machines like me. Your sole purpose in life is to
Hello, आता है तो
get to work.
Also, while we're on the topic of Grand Theft Auto 4, I know I made that true and nostalgic video about Grand Theft Auto 4, and I kind of harped on a lot of shit about it. Well, I'm still proud of that video. I feel like I was very much trying to be like professional critic and look at it from a very strict point of view and not really my personal taste, because regardless of that video, Grand Theft Auto 4 might still be my favorite Grand Theft Auto game, which is saying a lot because I played all of these. But of course, that's the video that the YouTube algorithm decides to put in front of a bunch of people. It's whatever. I'm
gonna take my horse the whole town road.
It's not just the radio station that Rockstar is a master of, but the ambient soundtrack of Red Dead Redemption perfectly captures the emotions and action of the Wild West. Or the Tangerine Dream composed music in Grand Theft Auto 5 during the car chases or quiet moments in the sky. It is very much appreciated. If a Rockstar employee happens to come across this dumbass video, thank you. I wanted to include this last section to just really stress how all of the little things Rockstar does. The radio's playing on the dash, or how Tommy's shirt actually flaps in the wind when you're riding a bike in Vice City, or how in Red Dead Redemption, if you jump off a ledge and happen to land on your horse, this list could go on and on. Even through the but I'm just really trying to stress how dedicated Rockstar is to managing these little things that in turn enhance all the big things. Hashtag just Rockstar. Let's go ahead and get that trending. Can we get some hashtags in the chat, please? A Rockstar game world always feels like it could exist without the player ever stepping foot. You're just if you're like me,
Mr. Bean की गाड़ी है ना?
explosions, the stories, the cheat codes, just being able to exist.
Mr. Bean अमीर उसको.
The ultimate escape of being able to visit a place you never thought you could. Basically, video games are tight as shit, and Rockstar makes some of the tightest video games. And that's exactly why I'm more excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 than I am.
Mr. Bean ला अपनी 200 बोले.
The thing about that is, I didn't even really care about Red Dead Redemption 1 until I played it. I didn't even think I liked cowboy shit. Rockstar sold me on that game.
Peter della government report केलं रे.
Anyways,
असं मग त्यांनी मी मध्ये रिपोर्ट करून टाकलं त्याला आणि प्ले स्टोर वर टिकटॉकला पण रिपोर्ट भारी बोला
बेकार गाडी
आयुष्यात तुझं चांगली आहे ना
अरे जिंकलो.
anyone who's been watching my channel for a while knows that I am a huge Rockstar fanboy. I feel like I mention their games in almost every video I make. I made a whole video essay about how amazing they are at creating virtual worlds. I stand in line to get their games at midnight. The last video I uploaded was a fucking country music video about how excited I was for Red Dead 2. You get the idea. So just know with this video, I'm not just trying to stir shit or play devil's advocate to be a unique little snow. I'm not unique.
He was a good man.
Rocket
That
velotic
being
asset
said,
वाली.
I'm sure you've pieced together from the title and thumbnail of this video that I, like many of you, have been playing the fuck out of Red Dead 2. And I am a little disappointed by it.
He's
And
over the
yes, that
street.
rhyme was planned. The too long didn't give a shit version of this video is basically Red Dead
अच्छा, तेरी
Redemption
गाड़ी ला
2
rocket
has some
है
of the best writing and characters
वाह.
of any piece of fiction I've
मुझे
ever
गाड़ी
seen.
निकला था
Arthur
गाड़ी
Morgan
उड़
is
के
easily my favorite protagonist
उड़ते
from
पण
any
तशी
Rockstar
किंमत
game.
आहे.
The game looks unreal and
मुझे
sounds
भूख
like
लगा
God. And the game does very little to improve on the
एवढा
same
OP
mission
आहे.
structure that Rockstar has been
किती
using for
थोडीशी वर
almost 20
गेली का ती
years. And also
हवेत
that
flight
looking
पण
at the
पकडते.
Metacritic score makes me feel like an insane man. There won't be any story spoilers in this video, but I am going to show some gameplay examples and spoil some side shit, so I do still recommend skipping the video if you haven't played the game yet and going in completely blind, because also, my opinion, is just my opinion, and I'd rather this be a healthy conversation in the chat rather than me potentially tarnishing the game before you even give the darn thing a chance. Also, this video is going to be much longer than my usual content, and I've been kind of sick, so I'm sorry if I sound kind of shitty. But definitely get cozy and grab some snacks, my little breeding cheeses, because you're about to watch a grown-ass man lose his fucking marbles. Alright, with all of that out of the way, I want to talk about Anthony Birch and Legos. You might know who Anthony Birch is from a variety of things. He wrote Borderlands 2. He had a web series called Hey Ash, What You Playin' with his sister Ash, who is a voice actress and is now known for her role as Horizon.
Oh yeah.
He also got memed a lot with people saying shit like, thank God I'm not Anthony Birch, because of some shit that happened with his wife or ex-wife, or I don't know, like some comments he made on Twitter. Don't know, don't care. But in 8th grade, I discovered a YouTube series he made called Rev Rant, where he stood in front of a green screen and talked about different interesting aspects of game design and made jokes sometimes. And if that format sounds familiar, it's because this yoga ball is the only thing between me and identity theft. And one of his videos that really stuck with me was called True Non-Linearity. He talked about this mission in Grand Theft Auto 3 where you had to chase this guy through Chinatown and eventually chase him to his car, and then when he gets in his car you have to chase him some more in his car and then eventually kill him. And he talked about how after someone got really frustrated with that mission, they had the idea to steal the guy's car before even initiating the chase, take it to 8ball's bomb garage, put a bomb in it, park it back in the same spot, then initiate the chase, and then watch the dude blow up when he tries to get away. And aside from Eiffel 65, that is the coolest shit I have ever heard. And it wasn't so much a deliberate design choice on Rockstar's part that made all of that possible, but more so a lack of one. Grand Theft Auto 3 was the first 3D sandbox game that Rockstar put out, so it had a lot less scripting and polish when it came to the mix. Things were much more loosey-goosey in the world, where instead of the game constantly instructions of, okay, go to this exact spot so that this exact cutscene can play, and then follow this car. You're too close to the car. Don't be so close to the fucking car. Okay, you are now free to roam around the open world cap. It was a lot more of, okay, so there's this guy over here, and he needs to be dead. Instead of, you can do it however you want. You see me. PlayStation 2. And after GTA 3, Rockstar put roads that they had inadvertently one of more non-linearity, giving players much like how it is in or B, restricted movie-making experience where a player has to do things in a boring fashion like Rockstar tells them to, or else they fail the mission. And for the most part, Rockstar went up the road and this isn't always a bad thing per se, but most of you on Twitter these two worlds of game design can basically be seen as a tub full of Legos versus a particular Lego set. And yes, this particular set is Star Wars. Has nothing to do with the video. Just thought it was cool. At first glance, the Lego set is much more attractive and appealing, and sexy but anyone who's performed Legos the bucket is way more fun in the long run. The bucket represents games that give you a lot of freedom to solve problems in creative ways. Games like Metal Gear Solid 5, Breath of the Wild, Hitman, Lego metaphor, Minecraft, especially Fortnite. Battle Royale games are the definition of player choice and freedom. This isn't even Lego. This is more than Did you know that you can fucking put a sensor dart on a helicopter and blackout and see what you are, and also that you can
गाड़ी लगा काय नाही होत गाडी
It's sort of a different Legos which represent all the different gameplay mechanics and options that the player has. So if there's a mission in Metal Gear Solid 5, you gotta rescue a hostage. My creation could look like this, where I ride on a horse outside of the camp and get behind the comms tower, place the C4 on, make it distraction so that all these guys are coming over here, what was that noise? And then using that chaos, I sneak in and rescue the hostage who is they're great. I start small, I carry them on my back, and go right here, and into a helicopter takes us away. Fine. In your creation, maybe shows me drive a car and you ghost ride it into the watchtower, and that guy goes fucking flying, and the car blows up, and then you hop out, and then you order everyone in sight. And then you go and rescue the hostage. He's probably shitting his pants at this point. Darth Maul's like, oh my god, guy, let's go. And then, you get out. You can see that my creation and your creation, or whatever's left of it, are totally different and unique from each other. And that's the power of the bucket, because we each had a unique experience that feels personal to our ever-developing human bond. And yes, I did have a lot of fun putting these together. So I will now show you the sound of my child. Now moving over to the Lego set here, this is a completely different kind of experience. The Legos in the set still represent the gameplay mechanics, but you're following a predetermined order on how you're going to experience all the different shit the game are. So when you finally finish your Lego creation, your creation and my creation are going to look very similar. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing, because there's plenty of great Lego set type games. Portal 2, Uncharted 2, Inside, fucking Donkey Kong Country. These games are pretty linear and have specific beats and gameplay moments that you want to experience in a certain order and way. All of these games are fucking wet dream. But the problem with Red Dead 2 and all of Rockstar's open world games is that you're constantly flip-flopping between these two different kinds of design. You have the open world where you're encouraged to experiment with different gameplay systems and explore your surroundings and potentially do some creative problem solving. And then the missions, which essentially shoot all of that in the face and boil down to what to do. And if you do anything, you're supposed to do. Try to take a different route, mission fail. Try to flank the enemy, mission fail. Attempt to be even slightly creative in your approach in a fucking stealth mission, like climbing onto the roof, mission fail. For whatever excuse Rockstar comes up with, when you're doing anything other than when you think about it, it's really fucking ironic, because this is a game about bad boy outlaws that disobey. And this kind of design wouldn't be so bad if Rockstar just fully committed to the type of game they want. They want the missions to be linear, Naughty Dog style blockbuster roller coasters.
Super online player again.
West realistic. But by having 1 foot in open world design and 1 foot in roller coaster design, design can achieve its full potential. As consistent as it's possible. Because if I were to get players first you gotta make a positive mission. You gotta rise to where the mission actually takes place. And after you go back, you shoot guys in the face and do that over and over and over and over. It's a good mission. And it's just sad because they have this maddening dog that's so gorgeous and cute. Crazy almost size the landmarks to tell where you're going. And before the game came out, I remember seeing some rumors going on. If you play the game without the radar on, NPCs will actually give you directions for missions, and then you have to pay more attention to the game. And when I heard that shit, I got super excited because it meant that I could turn off the radar and just compass and fucking physical map. They with the game. Because while Rockstar has always included these sweet-ass maps with the game, I've only ever had to cross one out and complete a mission once. And it was fucking amazing. In Grand Theft Auto 4, there were awesome side missions where you can see the text along with its address. No icon on the map, no waypoint on the radar, just text. And because the in-game map is street name, I had to bust out.
아직도 뛴다고도 되나? 아직 뛴다고도 되나?
And then when I went to that location,
마트를 잘하는 사람이.
Michael Scott's scene.
Lava party to kai
And I felt amazing. I felt like I was instead of a toddler that needed to be told what to do every 5 seconds. So you can I tried to play the game without having the radar turned on and just compass. And while going in the open world, it's fucking great. If I meet a stranger and he tells me that
दादा या येल्लो चमकते ह्याच्याने काय होते? बूस्ट रिफिल होतो काय?
use that information, a lot with my compass and my physical map to figure out where to go. And not having a waypoint always telling you exactly where to go makes even the simple process of adventuring around and finding stuff super satisfying. Badass cowboy explorer with a map, fucking mutton chops. But once you actually start any of the missions, it is impossible to do shit.
Yes, favorite.
Even in the case of a mission where the instruction was just a part of a stolen stagecoach in a secluded spot, I didn't have the radar on every time. Alright, sweet, we'll find a spot. But I should have known better than to mess with the hardware and black little baby. The game meant this specific secluded spot. Dumb brain. Everything I could do something on my own. I'm a dumb baby. I'm just a dumb baby.
Are perfect, yaar, perfect.
Do shit.
Ek
Compare
number.
that to the GTA 4 Michael Scott Super Edition, it is the exact opposite feeling. You're not making me feel like a badass cowboy. You're making me feel like a dumb little kid. And part of me is torn because I genuinely love the characters and the story. There are some genuine
Perfect. तो गेला वाटते तो आपला मुलं कुठे गचकला काय माहिती
But those moments are overshadowed by so many missions, and it starts to feel like you're looking at this beautiful Lego block, and you're realizing all its potential for unique and then your older brother keeps telling you which pieces you gotta use, how you're gonna use it. It's once again time to tap X against, ride to a mission, and watch a cutscene, and uh-oh, no way, what? Something went wrong again? No way! And now I gotta sit behind a broken-ass cover system that somehow works.
बाजूला
And then R2, because the only interesting choice I have in this game is which gun I'm gonna try to use to kill myself.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we've all had let's talk about the more interesting side of Rockstar's games, especially Red Dead 2. So whenever you're not being led through the game's missions and side missions, there's a variety of fantasy that can happen to you. But we're going to talk about more. We're going to talk about and surrounding all this
हाँ तू है क्या
हाँ अजून मिळाले ना
शी तो काय हगर बघत चालू आहे बघ
बघ ना त्याला ती झेपत नाही रॉकेट लावला रॉकेट
करून दिला हो हो मस्त काढली रे तुझी पण
fishing, robbing, bounty hunting, anything that provides you with a good or money that you can either keep for yourself or donate to the camp to help take care of your fellow cowboys, which is a super cool concept, right? Like in a game that's centered around a family of outlaws, it seems like that should be a pretty big deal, right? Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter at all. You can be the biggest degenerate piece of shit with the lowest honor and do a complete C-word to everyone in the camp. Cunt. C-word is cunt. And never donate a dime to the services or the camp or the food or anything. And the story just keeps on chugging like nothing ever happened. Like, what the fuck? This not only lessens the meaning of so much of your open world interaction, but it could have easily been handled so much better. The game could have made it where you could only continue with the story if you've actually taken care of the camp and dumped a significant amount of money into it. Because not only does that bring the story and the open world closer together, now you actually have a strong incentive to rob a train or do some bounties or sell some animals. And it could make for some really great risk versus reward choices in the honor system as well. Where now it's like, oh shit, I can make money faster if I rob a train, and then I could continue the story sooner, but then everyone's gonna hate me and I'm gonna be a bad guy. That's an interesting choice. How the game is right now, there's not really any incentive to be bad. It's just, I feel like being a bad guy, so I'm gonna do it. Couple this with the fact that the main missions give you way too much money, way too fast, which I get that that's a weird complaint. But seriously, it feels pointless as hell to try and roleplay as a scrappy outlaw on the run when you have $1,000 from doing a couple story missions. In Old West times, that was like $3 billion. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a cowboy named Arthur Morgan. I thought I was the CEO of Apple, aka Bill Gates. Speaking of making good, I think we can all agree
मम्मी
that
कच्ची तो होते हैं
the wanted system in the game is pretty hit or miss. Guess I never miss, huh? So along with having some very trigger-happy cops that like to come after you for the smallest offense or for defending yourself against the dark arts of the O'Driscoll game, the game has a witness system, which is actually pretty cool. In theory, basically, if someone witnesses you committing a crime, they're going to try to tell a lawman. And you have the option to try
अरे दादा इज्जत कसं दिसतोय माहितीये काय तुझा तो कॅरेक्टर आहे ना इज्जतला तो तिथे दिसतोय आणि तुझं डोकं त्याच्यावर दिसतंय तुझं डोकं त्याच्यावर दिसतंय
माझ्या कॅरेक्टरवर
The game is giving you some dynamic choices. And what's also cool is that the game has a whole mask in this barely explained at all. But lucky for you, I have wasted hours of my life trying to get some shit works and finally put an end to all the Reddit threads and YouTube videos.
ए वा जबरी जे पण आहे ते भारी आहे रे ते
Essentially, if you don't currently have a bounty, NPCs won't recognize
पण जेटपॅक मग रोडवर रोडवरून कशाला चालवायचे हा मला प्रश्न आहे
खामे याच्यात खाली
even with a mask on, cops will always immediately recognize you. Which isn't super realistic, but I actually
तो गेला पुढे
same mask, same shit again, and you still won't get a bounty because at this point NPCs have priorities. It's dumb. But if you did get caught the first time, you do have a bounty. The bounty is what's changing. So now, if you go back, same shit, same outfit, same mask, you have a bounty. Not only will cops arrest you on sight, but NPCs are now lazy cheating.
आयुष्यापेक्षा कठीण आहे काही
Even if you bail the area from cops. But if you had changed your outfit before going back to the bounty, NPCs won't immediately recognize you, and the trained cops won't try to arrest you on sight unless you hang around. Okay. Did you get all that? Jesus Christ, I need to take up knitting or something instead of shit. It's not a perfect system.
दादी खाली जा ए छोटी
Fucking consistent.
Yes, fucking win.
You can strategically
दादा एनएफएस डाल गेला
outfit no one has ever seen. In somehow a cop 3 miles away
आदरी पडक दे
but then it's specifically Arthur Morgan.
नाही आली आली
Somebody better give that cop a raise.
अरे नाही आली आली ए टोकला टोकला
Bullshit that's been an issue with cops in the GTA games since forever. Where you kill a man out in the middle of nowhere and somehow every tri-state area just had that
हा
same
असं तुला चाललं इझी पडेल
somehow knows about it. Red Dead 2 could have done something new and actually had like dedicated that the police would follow and you could study and plan your robberies. Instead of just doing the same bullshit and just spamming cops in front of you whenever the game wants. The game already has these super detailed schedules for NPCs.
And I just Salman Bhai sorry
And eat lunch and then go to the bar and turn in for them. So why the fuck is it the same shitty system when it comes to the lawmen, who are arguably one of the most important features in a game about being a fucking outlaw? The funny thing is, while I was researching this shit, I came across this YouTube video where this guy used this quick baby ass title, how to rob a train. No longer.
चल
Like the first 30 seconds to get out. But he also put it best himself when he said, they have identified
लवली चल ये
Exhibit B, robbers.
Ah,
The open world
but-
of Red Dead 2 is at its worst. The older brother
खाली
Rockstar still keep it hard to control.
आता तुला कळालं कसं चालवायचं
This is that it is impossible to do.
ए सेकंड गेला
Playing your sneak route, going back door, somehow, every single time, there's a win. Whether they walk in right on cue if it's a fucking sitcom or somehow spotted from the outside.
मजा येईल ना खरोखर सेकंड चालवायला
खूप मजा आहे
Also because the game is so easy to access your weaponry,
माझ्यासाठी तर आयुष्यापेक्षा जास्त गोड आहे
or even use
पहिला सवय करायला
बाजूला
The best example of this lack of
तो शुभमदाच्या गाडीत बसतो खूप झालं शुभमदाच्या गाडीत बसतो सगळी सवय होऊन जाईल
Now remember this.
आणि मला
But one time while on the streets in San and that stuff is super fucking cool because it feels natural. I chose to give him some money.
Shit.
He knows I have some fucking money to spare, so I went back to the
बसलीवर आयुष्यभर चालला
usually a secret.
एकाच लेवलला ठेवणार दादा
नाही ठेवू शकत ना
So this time,
पुढे नाही तर तुला वर खाली
I started getting really excited. Oh shit, maybe I actually just have to find my own way to play the poker game. Like if you're music coming from the rooms. So after running around the block for a while, I eventually found an alleyway that had a ladder. So I climbed up the ladder and got up on the roof and parkour my way over eventually. And at this point, I was getting really excited. I just done something really
अरे रे एक बाकी है
my brother telling me shit, but when I got to the room,
इथे मस्त
couldn't do anything. It wouldn't open or give me a box of dog or anything.
इथे तुला कसं चालवतोय
Instead, the security guards.
भूमदा देतात आहे वाटते
Usually, every entrance here,
भूमदा देतात आहे वाटते कसं चालवतो गप्पा
अरे माझा फ्रेंड आहे
wasn't anything.
कोण आहे
समोर माझा फ्रेंड आहे
किधर जाता तू खेतर प्लेस में तू है तू आधी खेला है
When I went back into the gunsmith, I looked around some more, turned back the parking lot, inspect that door.
दादारी
And then sure enough, when I robbed the gunsmith again, this time they gave me poker. With the icing on the cake, is that when you choose to do the poker room robbery, now the gunsmith doesn't go for his
Oi!
What the fuck? Did Arthur suddenly get way scared in the last 5 minutes? Immediately then switches back to the scripted ass
Oi!
fucking set. Where now I can interact with the
गली
security. Now I can rob the bank. And now I can pee all over my sweatpants. And while it was still clear that I could use the parkour route, I discovered a way to escape once the cops showed up. This
अरे
was
तुझे भिकारडी है ना
and I realized Rockstar is still so
अरे कार्डी भी हम लोग को भिकारडी बोलतात
खाली उतर गे
one of the biggest hype points around the world is realism.
अरे चल ना यार बघ ना थांबतोय
Manually route every single individual item, wear the right clothes in the right weather, feed your pets a steady diet of oat cakes, and all of that stuff is in the game, which is great.
NFS.
Also,
मी NFS दादा आता मी NFS बघील थोड्या वेळ की लास्ट तुझी डेट पॅक NFS खेळायला
video
चालेल
game released to be yes, you
जा
can
जा
get the best in the wilderness, but the game doesn't
दादा तू NFS डाउनलोड कर ना
like in the wild where you
तू पण NFS डाउनलोड कर
different aspects of the world. Okay, I tried
आमच्यासोबत खेळायला
but shit,
अरे ते कठीण आहे
place protected by rain.
पहिला इंटरनेट चालू झालं काय गाडवा
हो झालं
सांगणार कधी अभ्यास नाही करायचा
हा मग अरे आज तू झोपलाच जेव्हा तुला कितल्या उठलास तू तुझ्या कॉल तेव्हा आत्या बोली की ब्रश करतो तू ब्रश करताय बोलू द्यायचं असं नाही की तू ब्रश करेल संध्याकाळी
And the rain doesn't make it easy. You can have a fire in the rain. You have to look for any
Yeah, never
shelter.
thought of
Keep an eye out of the world of rain. It's a joke. For a game that people keep saying is all about immersion and realism,
सण्या काय कर अरे कशावर खेळणार हॅलो
हा हॅलो
पीसीवर खेळतोय की लॅपटॉप
कोण आहे स्ट्रीम करतोय आपण दिसत नाही
In every animation, both the moving corpse and some actually cool stuff. Like that, just pick up an animal, put it on the back of your horse. It's inconsistent as hell, but the game also has these freakish moments where it changes its mind. It's like, actually, all that simulation cowboy shit, we're gonna do it horrible. Oh, you're gonna ride your horse? Hell yeah, brother. We're gonna automatically put Arthur's rifle back on the horse. That's what we do. But don't worry, dude. If you quit and get off your horse after that, it's so important to ride this back on the deck. Your breath is that stuff. Unless you've been riding a horse for a while and then suddenly hop off and fight some enemies and you'll yeah. Then you're gonna have to manually really get it right reset what kind of ammo type is loaded in your gun. But yeah, you're gonna if you're gonna make this to be an pseudo simulation cowboy, cleaning my gun, leaving my joystick. You can't then randomly strip away control from it. Like, not being able to look at your weapon wheel while you're in a camp so you can see what kind of fucking ammo you need to pick up. Because now, immersion and realism are the last words that words I'm thinking of are lack of control or spin. A big feature of the game is that you can and while this is a cool addition, it's a super protection system. It doesn't really give a whole lot of interesting choices. Because most of the time it boils down to either saying hi or to fight. And if you strip away the defuse option after pissing a dude off, it's essentially the same two options that you have in the first game. You could already hit B or circle depending on your sexual preference and say hi or antagonize someone running into them and punching. It's not like a new innovative system where you can do cool shit. Convince one guy that another guy was talking shit about. They start fighting. It's the big ruckus. Over this. Use that as a distraction to do some cowboy shit. And when it's not just Arthur greeting someone or pissing them off, it's a mystery dialogue. You don't know exactly what Arthur's saying. Almost always just says greet. There's also never any clear indications that you can actually react to something happening in front of you. For example, someone back in camp, say he's asking you to understanding of the game's systems. Get it. And that didn't work until the Robin got it. And he did run away, he did grab the process. But the game didn't give me any contextual sort of prompt to pick up the harmonic or do anything with it. Just like a fucking stare at it because a lot of my problems with the dialogue system are basically the same ones that make Fallout 4's dialogue suck so much ass compared to instead of it feeling like a dynamic exchange, do cool shit, have some creative moments that make you feel smart, it essentially boils down to generic good guy options, generic legends. And Red Dead 2 is even more stripped down to Fallout 4 was, and okay, your campfire right now, you're taking entertainment. Fuck, you Red Dead 2 Vegas. They're totally different types of games. They're really not. They both open world, they both have some survival stuff, they both want you to interact with NPCs with different dialogue choices, they both try to put you in interesting gameplay situations. But the difference between a game like New Vegas and Red Dead 2 is that New Vegas gives you a variety of options and tools so that you can make moments happen. But in Red Dead 2, special moments only happen to you. There's definitely some exceptions to what I mean, but the random encounters and open world activity in Red Dead 2 versus the quests and options for role-playing in New Vegas are the difference between, once again, a Lego bucket and a bunch of haunted houses. I'm aware of these metaphors and all that. What I mean is that New Vegas gives you the pieces to play out scenarios in a bunch of different ways, like versus Red Dead 2, it has some really cool-ass random encounters and memorable moments that quickly lose all of their appeal at the same time. E.g. haunted house. And if you just really like going through haunted houses, I totally get how you think Red Dead 2 is the overall better game. And to counterpoint myself, there are also some great exceptions to this concept too. Like the time I came across this kooky old guy looking for gold, so I waited around for a while until he actually found some gold, and then I robbed him for his gold, which Arthur appropriately said some shit like, that's my gold now, or something. I don't know, but it was amazing. And those exceptions in Red Dead 2 are the best part of the whole friggin' game. There are the moments that you want to share with your friends and talk about. But after the honeymoon period with the game ends, and the accounts become predictable and start repeating themselves throughout the world, they suddenly lose all of their appeal the second time around. Haunted House. And because your options are so limited, you can only interact with the game or make special moments that Rockstar contextually presents them to you. Telling my friend about the time I sucked the venom out of a dude's leg to save his life, and then later ran into him outside the fellowship of Valentine, bought me a gun because I big news. That feels a whole lot less special in an open world game when my friend tells me he had the exact same experience. Again, it's all about Legos. It just turns out that so much of the internet stuff that they do is Lego sets. They're very similar to friends versus creations of the magical Lego. It's a boat and it's also a spaceship. I don't know. I realize that the majority of my complaints about Red Dead 2 purely stem from the fact that I just wanted more of an aggressive Lego what we got, because but that doesn't mean that Red Dead 2 is objectively a bad game. It's a really good game. It's just one that 90% of the time I feel like I've already played, because I essentially have. This is probably going to sound super weird, but I genuinely believe that Rockstar needs to have a moment where Nintendo looked back at the very first Zelda game and remembered why people fell in love with it because of the sense of adventure and exploration and freedom. So then they made Breath of the Wild. That moment where Nintendo looked back at Super Mario 64 and remembered why people loved that type of Mario. So then they made Super Mario Odyssey. I sincerely believe that Rockstar needs to look back at the first big hit, Grand Theft Auto 3, and remember why people fell in love with it in the first place. For me, it wasn't the boring ass